drives it into right center field, hit it Todd. This baby is way back out of here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today it's time to start talking San Francisco Giants. As the season is approaching, spring training is almost here. Pitchers and catchers are going to be reporting very, very soon. And it's time to get into this. I've been doing team previews, and we're going to have multiple team previews on the San Francisco Giants. Today, I just want to go over the offseason moves, free agent signings, any trades that happened, international signings, everything we did this offseason, including guys we lost in free agency. And I'm going to give a grade to the offseason at the end of this video after I've gone through all the moves, the minor league prospects, everything that we've pretty much done this offseason to prepare for 2023. And I'll give my overall thoughts on the offseason. I want yours down below. But before I get into it, we got a special sponsor for this video, and I would never do this. I never have, unless it's something I think you guys would absolutely love. And today we got just that. Check this out. This is the 2023 limited edition spring training bobblehead from Foco. I will have the link in the description down below. And they have them from every single team, not just the Giants, but check out this San Francisco Giants bobblehead. That is the coolest thing. Mine is already on the way. Ladies and gentlemen, these are limited to 144 units. And if you'll click on the link in the description, I'll also put one in the chat. So this is a absolutely kick-ass bobblehead. This thing is amazing. Like I said, mine's on the way. So maybe now there's only 143 left, and they're probably moving really quick. I have no clue how much are left. So this just launched today, and I'm letting you guys know before they're gone to go ahead and click on the link and go check them out, because I think you're going to really love the look of this bobblehead. You've seen it right here on the screen. I wouldn't wait until I show you what I got, because you just never know how long these are going to last. There's not that many left. Really cool. As you can see, I got a bobblehead collection. At some point, I'll make a video showing you all my bobbleheads, where I got them. A lot of them stadium giveaways. A lot of them I've just purchased, like this one. I mean, there's just all kind of places I've gotten my bobbleheads. You can see Let Pablo Pitch, one of my personal favorites here, right behind me right there. You can see my A's Italian Heritage Night bobblehead right there. Really a cool one. I got a whole bunch of bobbleheads. So really love the bobblehead. Okay, just really cool. One of my things. So guys, click on the link, check it out. Without further ado, let's get into the San Francisco Giants off-season moves. Right off the bat, we lost Carlos Rodon. That was a huge disappointment. I really wanted him back, but we did make some signings. And the Giants didn't, although, yes, I mean, we have to note the disappointment in not getting Aaron Judge when it looked like for a few minutes we had him. I didn't really believe that at that point. When that report came out, I actually went to bed. I said, you know what? I don't believe this. I'm going to go to bed, and when I wake up, if we got him, then I'll go live. If we don't, then I won't be surprised. And sure enough, he had signed with the Yankees. Then we had Correa, and that one I believe, because it was a done deal. We were just waiting for the press conference, and then at the last minute, there's a problem with the physical. The deal doesn't go through. He signs with the Mets. They give the Mets a whole bunch of time to try to figure it out. They can't figure it out. He ends up going back to the Twins. Just a crazy debacle. Just absolutely insane. At the end of the day, we didn't get him. And a lot of Giants fans are extremely pissed off and disappointed. But I do want to point out that 13-year contract was pretty damn risky. There is a chance that that would have been an absolutely horrible, horrible contract, one of the worst in baseball history. There's a chance. There's also a chance he would have came over here and helped us win some World Series titles. So, you know, we don't know what would have happened. What did happen is we didn't get Carlos Correa, and instead of signing a big splash free agent, the Giants kind of just worked on every aspect of the team and signed a bunch of really good players, but nothing overly spectacular. But you never know what these guys are going to bring to the table. So I kind of like their offseason, to be honest. I'm not trying to sugarcoat. You know, I'll tell you honestly. If it sucks, I'll tell you it's a terrible offseason. I don't think it was a terrible offseason. I don't think it was a great offseason. But look, we got Mitch Haniger, this dude who a couple years ago was amazing, hit 39 home runs just in 2021. That wasn't a whole long time ago. 253 batting average, 100 RBIs. That was back with the Mariners. Last year, he had some injury issues, and he hit just 246 and only played in 57 games. But if he's healthy, hey, Mitch Haniger, I think, has an excellent chance to come here and be awesome. Now, Michael Conforto, you got to go back a little longer before he had a really awesome year. He had a down year with the Mets. You got to go back to 2019 for him. And he is not even 30 years old at the moment. So Michael Conforto and Mitch Haniger, two guys who have the potential to hit 30-plus home runs. And so does Jock Peterson, by the way, who came back on the qualifying offer. That's three outfielders with big power. And we still got other outfielders like Yaz, who can hit the long ball. We have some power in that outfield, power potential. We just don't know what kind of year Mitch Haniger or Michael Conforto is going to have, or Jock. But potentially between just those three could be up to 90 home runs. That's 30 each. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but potentially, if they get enough at-bats, if they stay healthy, if they hit like they can, it's possible. So there's some good potential. Yes, it's not like a big splash free agent who's going to come out here and hit 55 home runs. It ain't Aaron Judge. But you know what? Aaron Judge could get hurt, and then you got no Aaron Judge, you got nothing. We have more options here. So if one guy gets hurt or one guy's not that great, maybe Conforto struggles, gets hurt, but Haniger comes out and hits 37 home runs. So I kind of like having the more diverse outfield here with all these guys. We don't know what Yaz is going to do. So we have lots of options in the outfield now. Taylor Rogers, a guy who had a kind of a rough year with the Brewers and the Padres, but Taylor Rogers obviously was as a strikeout, just as great strikeout stuff. With the Twins, he was an all-star. I mean, he was generally one of the top relievers in the game. I'm not sure if that still holds true after his season in 2022, but we got the Twins. We got Taylor Rogers. We got Tyler Rogers. Can't complain about that. Ross Stripling and Sean Manaea, I think, are two guys who, again, have had success in the past. We've seen what Ross Stripling can do with the Dodgers. Ballcap Sports said that he thinks that he's going to be great for us. He liked him with the Blue Jays and that they're going to miss him. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. And Sean Manaea also has had some great years in the past, has some good stuff. Neither of these guys are, big time all-star Cy Young Award winners. But you know what? Giants have signed guys like this who are good but not great. And they come over here and suddenly they are great. And suddenly they signed for a bunch of money elsewhere. Look at Kevin Gausman. Kevin Gausman was DFA'd, I think, by the Reds or the Braves at some point. And we get him. It wasn't a big signing. Nobody was throwing a party when we signed Kevin Gausman. He came over here. He was outstanding. Same goes for some other guys, too. For a while, DeSclafani was fantastic for us. And hopefully he has a bounce back year, speaking of him. And other guys as well. Alex Wood has had some amazing starts for us, kind of a resurgence in his career. Remember, Drew Smiley came over here. He was great. And then he had a nice contract he signed with the Braves. So for some reason, pitchers will come over here who are kind of mid-tier guys and be amazing and kind of just propel their careers here in San Francisco. So let's not forget about that with Stripling and Manaea. Luke Jackson had Tommy John. So the timetable for his return isn't totally clear, but I think he'll be back this year. And Luke Jackson was absolutely outstanding for the Braves in 2021. Let's not forget this signing, because if he comes back like he did in 21, I remember how he pitched in the World Series. Dude was lights out. Luke Jackson is fantastic. 31 years old. This could be the biggest signing of the offseason for all I know. I mean, this guy could really be huge, or maybe he will never pitch for the Giants. I don't know. But, having Tommy John and coming back from that is concerning. Sometimes it takes time for them to really get their groove. He may not be that great this year, but maybe next year. So we'll see what happens with Luke Jackson. We lost Brandon Belt. We lost Evan Longoria. That's rough, but they're kind of older guys. It's time to move on. Sad to see them go. The captain, sad to see him go. Harlan Garcia also gone. Shelby Miller also gone. He had some great appearances with us. LaStella is gone. And then some minor league deals. And there's a few here to talk about. Joe Ross used to be okay with the Nationals. He's only 30. He could be a spot starter. Someone who can come in and add a little depth. We'll see how he looks. Jason Vossler, we lost to the Mariners. Now, Ronald Guzman used to be a big-time prospect for the Rangers. This is a guy with some power. This is a big guy, first baseman, good defensive guy. He's only 28. I don't know really what happened with his career, but Ronald Guzman at one time looked awesome, and I really liked him. I remember watching him when he was in AAA with Round Rock Express, and I was like, dude, this guy's awesome. I'd love to have him. We have him. Now he's already been around with the Yankees, and hasn't really turned out to be a great big leaguer, but you never know, right? I like to have that extra prospect here now with Guzman, because we still have some big-time prospects of our own that I'll touch on in a little bit. Lost some other guys like Zach Littell and Dom Nunez and Okay, Willie Calhoun to the Yankees. We still got Donnie Walton coming back. We have some guys coming back, and other ones are gone. Dixon Machado signed with the Astros. Not really a big deal. So overall, those are some moves. Also, we signed to a minor league deal Stephen Piscotty, which is a familiar name with the A's back a few years. Now, you got to go back quite a ways, but he hit 27 home runs with 88 RBIs in 2018, 267 average. It was looking like he was going to be a freaking regular for the A's, but never really worked out. Now, this is a guy, Piscotty hasn't been good since 2018. That's a long time ago. That's basically the Jurassic era in baseball time. So 2018 was a long, long time ago, but still at least some power potential. If he plays well in the minors, we could bring him up. He could go on a little hot streak. Who knows what could happen? Then we sign a young 21-year-old Taiwanese pitcher. I don't know if he'll make an impact this year at that age. He's probably going to go to the minor leagues for a while, but Lee Chen-sun, $650K. With an additional $150 as tuition allowance. So this guy with a slider, changeup, splitter, curve, fastball at 95.7. I like what I've read from him. Haven't seen a lot of clips. They're kind of hard to come by. But hey, someone else here. Love international signings, and this is really cool to see what this guy can do and possibly could help out in the near future for the Giants. And that's pretty much our free agent signings. Hasn't been a whole lot of trades to speak of. We did trade for a pitcher named Eric Miller, Junior Marte. I like this trade because Junior Marte, we've seen him in the big leagues. Hasn't been that great. Eric Miller pitched, it was amazing in AA last year. Not as good in AAA, but the guy has shown great stuff and he hasn't been promoted yet. So who knows? Eric Miller could be someone who can come up and suddenly bolster our bullpen and really help out. Just depth, and it's really nice to have. So overall, I mean, we signed a lot of guys to help in different aspects of the game for the Giants. We still have some youngsters. We're going to look at some of the invites to spring training here. This is, let's go back to February. Okay, so here we got like Eric Miller I just talked about. Bryce Johnson, love him. He'll be coming to spring training. RJ Dabovic, a guy who I think is going to help out in the bullpen very soon. This is a great guy. I met him, but he's also a great pitcher. Just fantastic stuff. Kyle Harrison is going to be hopefully someday one of the top starters in our rotation. This guy is the top prospect in the Giants system, and he is looking great. So we have Vaughn Brown, big power. He'll be at spring training. This is going to be a fun spring training, guys. Jorge Guzman, I'm looking forward to watching him. I talked about him. Patrick Bailey, Casey Schmidt, another power hitter, second-round pick back in, I think, 2020. Austin Wynns, who got DFA'd, but we brought him back on a minor league deal. So glad to have him because with wins comes wins. Fort Proctor, okay. Can't forget what he did in 2022 with the Grand Slam. So, yeah, just a lot of interesting names. We'll see what Stephen Piscotty can do and all the other guys I mentioned in today's video. Overall, I think that this offseason was pretty solid. Could have been better. Could have been worse. We didn't get any splash signings. I know that's what the fans want. That's what we want, especially the casual fan. They want Judge. They want Correa. We didn't really get that, but we got a lot of guys who could come in and propel this team. And they don't all have to be great. They don't all have to stay healthy. But if most of them do, and if most of them do what we hope, then it's going to be a big difference maker. And I think that the Giants also depends on the veterans, on how healthy Crawford stays. If he can get closer to 2021 than 2022, that'd be great. But if everything works out, or not even everything, if 90% of what we hope works out, the Giants are going to be much better in 2023 than they were in 22, and we'll have a chance to compete for a playoff spot. And that's really what we're trying to do here. I don't know if winning the division is in the cards for the Giants, but you never know. We saw what happened in 21. Never count anything out in baseball. But overall, I like the offseason. I'm going to give it a B-. Let me know your grade down below for the offseason. And those are just some initial thoughts. We're going to have team previews. We're going to have multiple team previews on the Giants, and we're going to have special guests coming on to the show. Travis from SF Barrier Sports Talk and others as well. Some big-time podcasters who talk Giants are going to be coming right here on the Humm Baby channel, so do not miss it. Thank you guys so much. What's your grade on the Giants offseason? What do you think? What's up with Will Wilson? Why is he never going to make an appearance in a Giants uniform, or what? We've had him forever since we got him from the Angels in 2019. I'd love to see what he can do. So all in all, pretty decent offseason. We really did a good job of addressing the bullpen. We had, with Luke Jackson, with Taylor Rogers, we addressed the rotation. We addressed the lineup. We addressed the outfield. We addressed everything. We just didn't do anything overly crazy, but we addressed everything, and we have really good prospects on the way. So I'm excited. But let me know what you guys think down below, and check out the bobblehead. I'll have a link in the description and in the comment section. Have a great day, and we'll talk to y'all next time.